values and principles to the interns as they are released to serve. Watahiniwa wanashauriwa kuhakikisha ufanisi katika ofisi zote za umma. Your Excellency, sir, before you is the Public Service Commission Choir with a song that is laced with a message for today. Welcome.
Tunalosherehekea kundi jipya la watahiniwa mlioteuliwa, o karibuni. Wazalendo wa nchi Kenya, leo kunalo jambo tunalosherehekea kundi jipya la watahiniwa mlioteuliwa, o karibuni. Kenya, uzalendo tudumishe, taifa letu la tuhitaji. Watahiniwa mwakaribishwa serikalini, tujenge Kenya. Uzalendo tudumishe, taifa letu la tuhitaji. Tume ya umma ya huduma kwa jamii taipongeza, yatoa rasilimali watu wenye kukuza uongozi bora na katika serikali za kaunti. Mwakaribishwa serikalini, tujenge Kenya. Uzalendo tudumishe, taifa letu la tuhitaji. Watahiniwa mwakaribishwa serikalini, tujenge Kenya. Uzalendo tudumishe, taifa letu la tuhitaji. Kuhakikisha ufanisi katika afisi zetu, kutoa rasilimali watu wenye uhodari kwa taaluma mbalimbali, kueneza huduma bora kwa jamii. Interns wetu mwakaribishwa serikalini, tujenge Kenya. Uzalendo tudumishe, taifa letu la tuhitaji. Watahiniwa mwakaribishwa serikalini, tujenge Kenya. Uzalendo tudumishe, taifa letu la tuhitaji. Maadili mema ya kitaifa, na kanuni za utawala ni uzalendo. Umoja wa kitaifa ni kutoa huduma kwa watu bila kuzingatia rangi au kabila. Tunapaswa kuzingatia sheria, demokrasia, iwe yetu, kushirikisha watu kufanya maamuzi, ufanisi, njia bora na matumizi ya rasilimali kiuchumi na kutoa habari kamili na kwa wakati. Tume yetu kwa pamoja, tujenge urithi wetu. Rais wetu, tujenge Kenya, urithi wetu. Mwenyekiti, tujenge Kenya, urithi wetu. Tujenge Kenya, urithi wetu.
Tuwapongeze kwa makofi tena. That's the Public Service Commission Choir with a message. Your Excellency, sir, at this point, with your permission, allow me to now call the Chairman of Public Service Commission, Ambassador Anthony Mushiri, CBS, to come and make his remarks. Tumpongeze kwa makofi anavyokuja kutupatia hotuba yake. Karibu ambassador.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces. I also wish to recognize the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service, all the Cabinet Secretaries, the Principal Secretaries and fellow Commissioners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the young people in this hall. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning, Kenya. Your Excellency, there is a gathering here of 3,902 young Kenyans, and I'll tell you why they are here this morning. But before I tell you that, I'll tell you that the Public Service Commission is 69 years old this year and remains a valued, credible, and trusted partner to the Kenya Public Service. Your presence this morning, Your Excellency, which is a first since the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution and its antecedent Articles 10 and 232 thereof, is a clear testimony of the importance and commitment that you and your government attaches to the public service. And I do wish to sincerely thank and warmly welcome you to this event. Your Excellency, allow me to bring you up to speed on this morning's events. Today, we are presenting the annual report on status of compliance with values excuse me, and principles in Articles 10 and 232 of the Constitution. We are also commissioning 3,902 interns joining the public service under Cohort 5 of the public service internship of compliance and values and principles in Articles 10 and 232 is an annual constitutional responsibility submitted both to your office and Parliament and is core to the Commission's mandate. The report covers all public institutions within the ambit of the Commission, and its compliance is mandatory. And today's public launch lends it a critical, high-level endorsement that will henceforth promote compliance by public institutions with the national values and principles of governance and the values and principles of public service. This is against a background of a targeted 525 institutions, Your Excellency, of which 477 responded, translating into a response rate of 91%. Your Excellency, the overall compliance index was 41.7%, which, as I stand here this morning, is unacceptable. Your Excellency, why are national values and principles of governance so important to the nation state, such as Kenya? It is because, as a people, we share a common history and identity, bred by a sense of hope, a sense of patriotism, and a sense of destiny. After attaining our independence in 1963. This hope, this patriotism, this destiny is what is ingrained in the first cohort of public servants after independence, and is what is commonly referred to as a will to serve, a public calling to serve humanity and country. Your Excellency, let me be candid. The call to serve seemed to have been diminishing rapidly in the latent years after independence. And it might have been the reason that the framers of our new constitution thought it wise to insert these two most important articles, Articles 10 and 232, that serves us to remind us who we are and is what has brought us together this morning. Which brings me, Your Excellency, to the second event and its correlation to the first event. The 3,900 Cohort 5 young interns, drawn from all the 1,450 wards in the Republic, ready to join the public service for a one-year internship program this morning, and commonly referred to as Generation Z. Inculcating national values and principles of governance and the values and principles of public service at an early age in the public service to the young Kenyans, seated in front of us, is akin to taking care of your valuable crop at a tender age. The good crop you will get during harvest time is what the Kenyan citizens will get if we get it right with this generation. Improved service delivery, good governance, and enhanced productivity. But only if we get it right on the Richter scale of Article 10 and 232 of our Constitution. Countries that have scored in the two articles have the most advanced economies and democracies. Your Excellency, in recruiting these interns, out of a field of 31,000 applicants, all the constitutional imperatives were observed. And on behalf of my commissioners, it is my singular honor to ask the interns to be upstanding. And for Honorable Stephen Boro Munania, Deputy Governor Muranga, and a product of the first cohort of this program, to come forward and make a few remarks. Deputy Governor, please.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, the Attorney General, Honorable Justin Muturi, the Cabinet Secretary Public Service, Honorable Aisha Jumwa, and the Chairperson of the Public Service Commission, Ambassador Anthony Mushiri, the commissioners present, the 5th cohort of PSSIP, and all invited guests, good morning. Your Excellency, I'm honored here today and very privileged to be standing here in front of you and the whole nation as a product of the first cohort of the Public Service Internship Program. I'm here today not because mostly of my qualification, but rather through the vision that was envisioned by this public service that gave a very young man the opportunity to serve in this nation. Your Excellency, I'm here to tell my story about how a lonely intern, a young man of the age of 26, was given an opportunity and later appointed as an Assistant County Commissioner Cadet in Murang'a County in 2019. As I graduated my graduate degree in 2015, I, like most of these graduates who are here in the PSSIP program, I did not receive any opportunity to look for a job. And so for 3 years, I tarmacked down the road looking for opportunities. But none were present. So I resorted in selling maize and popcorn in Thika town. This program took me from that obscurity and gave me an opportunity to train as an Assistant County Commissioner Cadet for a 1-year program. This was the opportunity that was multiplied for me. In 2019, in the first cohort, I was appointed and deployed to Murang'a County, and under the tutelage of public servants, such as the then County Commissioner, Murang'a County, Mohammed Bare, and the Deputy County Commissioner that I served under, the DCC, Mawera Mungania. They gave me the opportunity as a young person to be able to be a person of consequence, not only in the sub-county that I was serving, but also the county that I would later go on to vie as an MCA in the upcoming 2022 elections. I wouldn't get the opportunity to serve as a member of county assembly. But then the governor of Murang'a County, Dr. Irongo Kang'ata, saw a young man who was very vibrant and very articulate in delivering the vision of the young people of this nation, and decided that I would be his deputy governor of Murang'a County. Your Excellency, the young people of this nation do not require to be given handouts, but rather require opportunities and promotion of their self-determination. These young people, since they were in primary schools, they were called the leaders of tomorrow. But today here, I want to say, tomorrow has come for them. The young people in this program are the people in their responsibilities. They are the people who are going to serve this nation, not only to build this nation, but to build the future where our nation is going to be prosperous. I would love to say a quote that has directed me in most of my opportunities. A Roman philosopher, Seneca, once said that what most people call luck is when opportunity meets a prepared mind. I want to urge the young people being commissioned here today. The opportunity to serve your nation and the opportunity to transform your nation is right here. It's right here with you. But most importantly, the opportunity to transform your own lives through the works of your hand. I want to urge the young people that the opportunity do not last forever, but do not be drawn to the politics. Do not be drawn to the politics that do not inspire development, the politics that do not inspire leadership, the politics that do not inspire hard work, but rather the simple opportunities that you have been given here today. Let it be a guidelight to you and to the next generations that you are going to serve. As you have been commissioned here today, Your Excellency, these young people require only a simple opportunity, like the simple opportunity being given to a very lonely intern 3 years ago. And ever since, 2 years down the line, I have served as an Assistant County Commissioner Cadet, and now serving as the youngest Deputy Governor in the Republic of Kenya. But Your Excellency, I also want to thank you most sincerely, because your bottom-up revolution agenda has inspired the potential of these interns to be people of consequence in this nation. Becoming a policymaker in this administration, not only a leader who inspires young people, but also a person who believes that the bottom-up agenda that serves the young people of this nation, the mamamboga and the person mwenye anachoma mahindi, these are the people who can be of consequence in this nation. Your Excellency, this program under the Public Service Internship Program is the foundation of the bottom-up development agenda. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Your Excellency, if there ever was a hustler, huyo ndio hustler mwenyewe. Alikuwa anachoma mahindi Thika, anapika popcorn. Public Service Commission ikachukua yeye, ikanyorosha yeye, kapolish yeye, and you see what he has become. And for Governor Kang'ata, Maybe he might get some competition in 2027. Acha tutaona vile kutaenda. So, the third event this morning, Your Excellency, is to present again to you the first and about to graduate cohort of 51 public service emerging leaders fellowship program, developed in partnership with the Emerging Public Leaders USA, a Washington-based public sector leadership think tank, and Emerging Leaders Foundation, Africa. This year-long program, Your Excellency, trains, molds, and mentors a young and emerging generation to be better leaders in the public sector, capable of providing transformative solutions to pressing policy issues. It slightly differs from the internship program as it targets fresh employed graduates who are less than 2 years in the public service. However, the coherence and synergy of both the internship and public service emerging leaders program is as encapsulated in the main event today, the values and principles in Articles 10 and 232 of the Constitution, and the very ethos of our well-being as a nation state. On behalf of my commission, I similarly have the honor to request the 51 fellows of the first cohort of the program to be upstanding, and their class president, Ms. Lynette Kafaso, a human resource officer in the State Department of Labor, to make her brief remarks on behalf of this class. Lynette, you're welcome.
Gets quite difficult to speak after a politician has spoken. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Deputy President of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, and all other protocols observed. Good morning. I thank God for this day, and I thank God for this opportunity. My name is Lynette Kafaso. I am a Human Resource Management and Development Officer at the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, State Department for Labor and Skills Development. I am also the President, with a small p, of the inaugural cohort of the Public Service Emerging Leaders Fellowship Program. Every journey has a story, and our story as the Public Service Emerging Leaders inaugural cohort is that of embarking to be leaders who are value-driven, ethical, competent, leaderable, leaders who are willing and able to go beyond the call of duty. A story was told of a young man who was going to school one morning, and on his way to school, he met a sculptor who was just about to begin his day's activities. He had a very huge stone on top of the table, and he was just about to start carving the stone. He looked at the stone, passed by, never thought much of it. I want to imagine this must have been Western or Eastern, but let me go with the prime CS. I'll use Western. On his way back, the same spot where he had left the huge stone, he found a very huge lion, well carved out. And in his confidence, the boy approached the sculptor. And he asked, Ango, ulijuaje kulikuwemo na simba ndani ya hii mawe? Ulijuaje kweli? And Ango, in his wisdom, responded, Simba alikuwemo akilini mwangu kabla nimweke kwenye mawe. Your Excellency, I hereby put to you that that is exactly what the government of Kenya and the public service in partnership with EPL and ELF has done to us and will continue to do to us. We have been carved, carefully carved, into lions, lionesses, and even cubs. I say cubs because we are not yet emerged. Some of us are still emerging. Some will emerge in the next 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. But when all is said and done, we are going to live to the true spirit of this program. I know you are wondering, what is it that we do? One lion, Jacob Day, the adult learners in their section. This ICT lab is able to give these learners an opportunity to research and to find out more information in the course of their study for free. And even it's also open for some of the youth around Nakuru West sub-county. Another lion, Henry Nyamogosa, walked into Kisumu Polytechnic less than 1.5 years ago, found a dime department, a department that had even the learners fail because of the attitude people had towards it. And in the words of his supervisor, Madam Catherine Kamonye, he said, Henry Nyamogosa has given the department a new face. And even standing before you is another lioness. As a HR practitioner, we are known for so many things. Some of them are not so good. I've been able to turn my department into a happy place because this is where we spend most of our time. And a happy officer is a happy mom, a happy husband, a happy spouse. And a happy officer is also going to be able to turn that happiness into results. It's no longer just about the discipline cases and the show cause letters. It's about how may I help you? Where are you going? How can I push you? And it has made a huge difference in our department. His Excellency, there are so many success stories that we'd like to tell you. If only you would oblige us a session with you, we will be highly. Let me stop at that. This program has been able to teach us that the more lions in the jungle, the better the jungle. And so, as we are being carved, we carve. As we are being taught, we teach. And I say this because we are honored. And I say honored because when the interns come and the attaches come, they are under us in one way or the other. And so, by the time they are leaving the service after 1 year or after 3 months, are they leaving the service as stones? Or are they leaving the service as lions? Or watatoka kama panya, wale wadogo wadogo. And it's up to us to make that decision of who these interns and attaches and any other officer that is privileged, that we are privileged to handle, turn out the best way possible. It has been a journey, Your Excellency, that has seen us get exposed, get taught, get pushed. It's never easy. But one thing I would say that is that we have been made better people. We are not the same people that came in, but we are better people because the journey continues to make the public service a better place, to turn us into leaders who are going to serve the public with golden gloves. Thank you.
Your Excellency, that's a group that are turning their dreams into reality through this program. That program has been made possible by stakeholders who are present here today, Your Excellency. This is Emerging Public Leaders USA, Emerging Public Leaders Foundation Africa, and ABSA Bank. And I would request these stakeholders to be upstanding for you to recognize them. Thank you. Your Excellency, I do wish to draw your attention to the fact that inasmuch as we empathize with the challenges facing the economy, and our fellow Kenyans, and the austerity measures initiated by your government to mitigate these challenges, it is noteworthy, and sadly so, that the training budget in the entire government was the first casualty of the supplementary budget, austerity measures, at an overkill of 100%. Your Excellency, a culture of continuous learning, training for any worker, more so public servants, is paramount to service delivery and productivity. It promotes high standards of accountability, effectiveness and performance, and develops a knowledge-based and skilled public service, central to meeting the challenges of delivering your election pledges to Kenyans. To merit the high-level expectation of Kenyans, it is my humble request to Your Excellency that your government scales up the training kitty, not only of the programs domiciled at the Public Service Commission, but also in the entire government. My humble take is that the mandazis and samosas we continuously gobble in government offices can be substituted kidogo tu with some funds for the training kitty. Your Excellency, while organizing your government, you did place the performance management function appropriately within the ambit of your office, under the watchful eye of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. This must have been in recognition of a latent lethargy in service delivery, and equally of its critical importance to an effective and efficient public service. On its part, the Public Service Commission will support the Prime Cabinet Secretary through the recently published Public Service Commission Performance Regulations 2021 and other key interventions such as Public Service Excellence Awards and a reward and sanctions framework. Finally, Your Excellency, as I invite the Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Aisha Jumwa, for Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action, to make her remarks, I wish to echo your words to when the Chief Administrative Secretaries were taking the oath of office. You told them to